What's up, everyone? I am Ryan.
I'm Adam.
And we're the Boston Brothers V2. And we are back with another video. Back with a video called The Directions of AJ. And this is called The Directions of AJ because we're going to be talking about two directions. More specifically, her current direction right now and her future direction. So we're going to kick it off with talking about her current direction in WWE.
Yeah, there's two directions, not one direction like that boy band.
Nice. But yeah, we're going to get two directions here. We're going to start out by talking about the current direction. Her current direction right now is she's the centerpiece for the feud between Daniel Bryan and CM Punk for the WWE Championship. So Adam, I want your thoughts on that.
I mean, I've been liking AJ's involvement in this. I mean, even when Kane was involved in the feud, I think it brought like an extra element, and it's still bringing an extra element because what would the story really be if AJ wasn't in it? It would be like the best in the world, kind of be like what Jericho versus Punk was or something like that. Because Bryan and Punk, I mean, you have the face and your heel, and you have two guys that are always claiming to be like better than the other. So I think AJ definitely brings the feud up a bit.
Yeah, like this one guy once said, he said that like the wrestling is the only part that matters, forget the storyline. But I say that that dude is wrong. I say that you need storyline more, like so much than people like would give credit for, because I mean, if you want to see Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, you can go back and watch your ROH match. Like, you can go back and watch that 5 times in a row. You're gonna get bored of that, so you need storyline.
Yeah, it needs a story behind it too, like when you're in the ring and you're telling a story and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like AJ, like just was perfectly placed into this. And like, when was the last time that a diva closed out Raw? It was in the last segment of Raw, and that was the last image that we saw.
It's been forever. It's just like a new day in the WWE. Like, they haven't had a diva getting this much TV time. I don't even know how long.
Exactly. I mean, she just took that ball that she was given. She ran with it into the end zone. She did a cartwheel on the way there. Yeah, just loving the current direction right now going on with AJ.
Now, this will bring up a bit of a future direction, or the current direction. She's been going like back and forth and playing both CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Who do you think like would be the best fit out of those two? We'll keep it current, like seeing as she's gonna presumably pick between the two, or she's just gonna keep playing the two. What are your thoughts on that?
So you're going off of like the WWE question, hashtag AJ Kane, hashtag AJ Bryan.
I always liked the AJ Kane, but I guess he got taken out of the picture there.
Yeah, I like that too, but like as a lot of people are thinking, like there's still a chance we could still see that come Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I think Miguel mentioned that like there's a scenario where AJ would be like taken out on Raw on Monday, and she wouldn't be able to ref the match at Money in the Bank, but then she'd come out like the second match after Bryan and Punk wrestle, and the winner of the Money in the Bank would come out and cash in. Like, it could be like Kane would come out with AJ and she'd count it and they'd be together, which that's a perfect scenario for me, but I highly doubt that happens.
Yeah, I would like to see it because like I don't want to see her with Punk, because I feel like they're already softening Punk up so much. It's kind of like sickening to watch, I think.
Yeah.
Like, especially that time when he was like on the phone and stuff, the last Raw. And like, yeah, I don't like that very much.
Yeah, and especially her with Daniel Bryan too. Like, I don't really think he needs him. He needs her that much now, because it worked in the beginning because Daniel Bryan was a heel and AJ was like a face, and that was kind of interesting, like, element there with those two paired up. But now I just don't see it working, because I don't think Daniel Bryan needs her anymore. He's his own dude. I mean, he can definitely do work on the mic and in the ring, so he doesn't need her.
Alright, but I'm going a little more into the future here. Not just the future with all this Bryan and Punk stuff, but I recently saw that WWE wants to make AJ the modern day Miss Elizabeth. What do you think the odds of that are being?
Yeah, I heard they want to make her like the next big thing too. It could definitely work, as we're saying today. She's becoming one of like the biggest stars in the company. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but it's kind of true. She's in the ring. Like, I don't know if they could use her to like elevate the Divas Division, bring the Divas Division back. Because do you think she'll wrestle more matches, like, or she'll just be like a personality, like a valet or something like that?
You know, the only reason that I don't see her like going back to wrestling matches and going for like the Divas title would be because of like the return of Karma, which is bound to happen very soon, and just I don't know if that would really work, like a power struggle between those two. They can't push both of those two at the same time, I don't think.
Yeah, but I was just thinking that they could use like AJ's like personality and how big she's been getting over, and just putting her back in the Divas division. Maybe like start getting that back up and running, start being decent again, because definitely only gets like 1 minute of television now.
Well, yeah, that's something that you put in contrast though with Miss Elizabeth, because Miss Elizabeth would never work. Here's AJ, and she just worked a match on Raw, in the mixed tag match.
Yeah.
And like I haven't seen like a lot of her stuff, but I haven't seen like any complaints about her in the ring. What's your stand on her in the ring?
AJ?
Yeah.
She's decent, I guess, but just they could use her personality more, like to get her over. Like she's already over, so that's all they need pretty much, and the wrestling just does itself. Like she puts the division over, but her as like a big star, do you see that? Like her kind of like being one of the top people in the company, like right up there with Cena. Like when you look at the list of advertised people, Cena, Punk, Orton, AJ.
I just can't see that. There's no way that a diva will ever be that big. I don't think. I mean, I think right now is the peak of AJ's career.
Yeah, I could agree with that, seeing as she's closing out Raw and stuff like that on the pay-per-views, on the pay-per-view posters, and everything like
the
that.
No Way Out poster.
Yeah, so the ball's kind of in AJ's court, and it's also in WWE's court of how far her career goes. I tend to think that she'll end up going with one wrestler and being their valet, whether that
For a long-term period?
Yeah, for probably a tad bit period of time. Or maybe she could keep going back and forth with wrestlers. They're building her up as this crazy chick. Either Punk, Bryan, Kane, whoever. I think she'll be a valet.
Yeah, but you know, she could step back in and go for that Divas title, because like even on Raw, they tease a little thing between AJ and Eve.
Yeah.
So who knows where that could go as well.
They could get her like a new wrestler they're introducing. Like they could pair her to get like the new young wrestler over. Like 'cause she's already over, so she would help the new person.
Yeah, but like also going back to the Kane thing, like you think that Kane could do things for AJ, or do you think that Kane would bring her down? Because I mean, I don't see Kane being a main eventer anymore. I'm sorry, man.
If Kane was like that would help bring Kane to more main event status, because AJ would be with them, and AJ's over obviously, and AJ would help Kane like win the matches and stuff, and he'd be WWE champion or world heavyweight champion, and he'd keep on like winning matches with AJ, and it'd be like a crazy dynamic in between them with the monster and the crazy chick. That's how I wanted it to work out, but they took Kane out of the plans. I still don't know what they're doing with Kane.
Yeah. But yeah, either way, I think we can both say we're excited to see what else AJ's doing.
Yeah, what the future holds.
Yeah, no matter what, we're here making a video about a diva.
That would never happen.
Yeah, it's just something, just credit to the work that AJ's put in so far. And I hope you enjoyed this video. We're looking at the future, the current directions of AJ. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Ryan.
I'm Adam. Peace!